Hello and welcome back to Workers of Resources Soviet Republic. I'm Rimson32. So last time we set up the highway system all the way to connect our towns, villages, maybe villages and towns I'm going to go with. They're not quite that big, and that runs off into the distance that way. In the meantime, between episodes, what I have done is we've let the construction sort of continue. If I just turn the HUD back on there, I have paid to finish the construction of some of these buildings just to speed it up, which is why our balance is so low. But what I have noticed, if we go into our population statistics, and if we look at our sort of escapees, if we go for this year or last year we had 1,170 escapes. So far this year, and we're in June, we're halfway through, we're in for a sort of a similar number. But what you can see is so far this month, we haven't had any escapees, which is good, I guess. So that's great. Oh, well, today. No, last month. So last month, escapees 100. So we're still getting escapees, so we need to reduce that. And one thing you may notice that is constructed here is our supermarket has been finished. So now if we look at the house here, you can see they're going to get food and meat eventually from our supermarket, which we are paying for at the moment, but we're going to resolve that shortly. And hospitals and sports and entertainment is something else they're not getting. And we also need to get booze delivered to our pub, which we're currently paying for. Now everybody should have access to this, which they do. There are some paths in here which are waiting to be built as well. Once they're up and running, that'll be great, but we are running low on gravel, so we need to resolve that as well. So let's just get our hospital placed down. There you are. And I'm thinking like this area is quite good for the hospital, and that should be good. I'm just thinking somewhere like this. There we go. So we'll get you put in there. Yeah, we're going to build that ourselves, so that's going to be good. So again, this is adding more strain to our construction offices, and our construction offices at the moment are really full with tasks. So we need to improve the efficiency there. So we may need a second one, but I'm kind of hoping that once we get gravel sorted, because everyone's waiting on gravel. Gravel is empty. Sources without bricks. So we've got all these things. You're right there, guys? They keep doing this, and I think it's the last update. I don't know if they changed anything with the signals. Let's just get rid of you, and we'll just leave the one on there for the moment. I don't know if they changed anything with the semaphores, how they're working, but I can see a simple solution to that right now. So we'll do that. So we will make you go that way. Yep. So I will buy another one back, and we shouldn't have that issue again, which is good. We do have the passing here. Did I do it on these ones? Yeah, I did. I set these up similar ways that we're not going to have that situation there. So that's good. Right. So back to the task at hand. So what we need a distribution office, which is going to bring in food and booze for our pub. And I'm thinking the best place for that, the reason for this highway system, is this area here. We're going to use this as our distribution centre. We've got a construction office and a petrol gas station here as well. So let's plan where we're going to have that. It's also going to be very hard for them to build this, so we need to open up the other areas. So we are going to be paying for resources here for a little while, and I want to run it off the roundabout, which should be quite good. If we can get you in there, lovely. Might build you to infrastructure. There we go. And we also need to get power out here too, but we're a little way off doing that. So I think for the short term, what I'm going to do is we're going to head over here, and we have a distribution office. We have you. Think you can have some more. Can you have any more? I don't know. Can't assign more buildings. Okay. This distribution centre here is also finished now, and we have tasked all the fields to it. But I think we've got all the fields. We may have missed a couple, but I think the farms themselves will pick those up and cover that. So this should all go pretty well. I am thinking it might be wise for us to add in an additional distribution office in this area somewhere, maybe again by this roundabout, and we're going to put this one down over here, which can do a little one, and this eventually will just be fuel. So let's place you here. Let's name this. I'm gonna have to start naming buildings as we're getting bigger, so we're going to call you fuel distribution. Why can't I spell it though? Fuel distribution, and we're going to name you that. That would be good. These here we also stopped. We're going to need to get the infrastructure set up so that we can start building a bit more. But I'm hoping we can persuade the construction officers on this side of town to move everything over. Let's just turn the speed up here while as it gets to night time. So hopefully this will be assigned to a construction office. It has. Again, gravel is our shortage. We are going to resolve that. So let's just, while I remember, rename this distribution office over here. And you are going to be our, food capital. Just call you that distribution. Yep, I'm really struggling with spelling today. There we go. And you're going to send all that over to us. So that's that set up. Now, something else that's been completed in this area, which is, we set this up a long time ago in season 1, is the fire station over here. Now, I'm quite wary of our cash at the moment. We're going to risk it. I will set this up probably between the next episode, and we're just going to be waiting for construction to be done. So now let's head over to the other side of the map at Darkness. We've got a lot to be getting on with, so I need a couple of construction officers in this area, which should be able to help us. So yeah, nice time we go into daytime. We're getting here perfect. Oh, so one of the issues we're having is gravel. We're not delivering enough gravel, and the reason for that is it's relatively straightforward. When we set this up, we didn't set up an additional storage. Now we are also finding it quite hard to get workers over here, but that's something that we can resolve quite quickly. So we got a train coming in to sell something. We do. Okay, so what we're going to need in here is we need a storage, and we need an aggregate storage, but I don't think we need a large one, just a small one. That'll hold a reasonable amount of stuff. Now, how are the inputs on this? That's your out, that's your in. So if we can get you, we might struggle to connect this. I don't think we can. Okay, we may really struggle to connect that, is what I'm thinking here. But can we? No, we don't have a system for that. Okay, what I was thinking then was, do we have a way, if we could put you in there, but I don't know if that's going to allow us to connect to the other one. But we could move this down a spot, get you in. Okay, how much cash are we getting from this? We may have to borrow a couple of 100,000. Let's wait for the train to drop off. Well, actually, we can demolish things while we're waiting. We're gonna have to pay for this with cash. There's no two ways about that. And it will interrupt the flow for a little while, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem here. And let's wait for you to disappear, and that will be good. So we want to get in. We definitely need. No, it's not that button. We want warehouse. We want a small aggregate lot. Oh, that actually solves all our problems there. Can we get you? Okay, then it's going to work. Can we, just so we can get the road in, let's move you. Trying to get this to line up. I think, okay, we're going to do that. And now let's pay for this ourselves. It's going to be the best way to do this, and it means that we're going to be holding at least some gravel in reserve, and that should enable us to be able to, and we are in the business now of not paying for things ourselves, especially when it comes to roads. We're just going to do that. That just enables the fire brigade to get to it. So we can already see it's filling up with gravel. So we can hold 870 tons in this small. That is brilliant. So this is, hopefully, it's going to give us a buffer, is what I'm hoping, because we're filling this up quite quickly, as you can see with the coral stone. And this should, I'm hoping, enable us to be able to deliver a lot more gravel to this site. There's going to be a little bit of a delay as we get this build up, and it's also going to hold the trains here a little bit longer, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Now, what I also want to get set up over here, we're doing okay for cash, is I want to set up a similar system to what we have elsewhere. We didn't build a distribution centre over here, no. And I want a construction office, because I think we're probably going to end up having to expand this area. So let's go to construction office. No, maybe. Oh, how can we do this? We want a distribution. We're only going to go small. We don't need a super-sized one here. And do we need you down that end? We don't. We could probably do you. We don't need you here. We can have you in town. Just trying to think of a nice little spot to put this where it's going to look quite nice. And I reckon we probably are just going to go in the middle, because we're going to put construction office next to it. So if we put you here, yeah, and we're not paying for it. Okay, that is good. We're also going to want a construction office at this end of the world. And construction office doesn't need to be very much. Nice, just place you in here. We're going to need to populate these with vehicles, which may take a little while. Let's put you in there like so. Then something else I want to put in here is we need access to this is rail here, so that might pose a problem. The construction office is going to need access to construction materials. So again, what we need is, we don't need a big one, we only need a little one, and you don't actually have train access. Okay, that's interesting. I was hoping you would do. So we're gonna have to have a large so you've got rails in you. Need flat terrain. Okay, you've got flat terrain. That's going to give you fuel. Okay, that is something that I haven't considered. Is power to, and we're going to sit you like so, possibly. Or do we want to put you? I mean, you know, can't get power over here. I'm just thinking now is we've already got a lot. Signals on this line have been quite an issue. We do have. Actually, do we need to do that? What we could do, what I'm thinking now is we could just add additional forklifts. Yeah. And we could set a small construction yard. I don't know if we're going to get this in here. Oh, we can. That does look a bit janky. Will you fit? You'll fit like this. What about... Okay. You'll fit like that as well. So we can remove that section of road that we have there eventually. Or are we better off having you here? No. I'm not sure we're going to be able to connect that to a road there. All the decisions. Maybe we could put you further down this end of town? I mean, that is definitely... That might be more feasible. Okay. Well, let's do that then. Let's set you there. Now, can we get our forklifts into here? We can. So that will work. We're going to have to pay for this eventually. We have got some cash in the bank, so I think what we might do... Building on fire, I'm hoping that's not in a bad area. We can pull you out like this. You onto... No, okay. Maybe we're going to have to go the other way with this one, and we're going to pull you... Okay, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. We can remove this little section of road and see if we can just squeeze this in here. We pull you like there, and in. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's just build the roads we've set up. Fine. Going to build the... Yeah. So that would be good. So what we can also do with these is we can add the construction centre when this construction, when it's finished. Yeah, that's correct. Have you got power? You probably haven't. Do you, where are you reaching to? You have not. Have we got any more outputs from over here? We do. Okay, well that'll be fine. So then if we place another one over here, you're going to get everybody too. Okay, good. So I'm hoping that didn't burn down. We should really check things like that. And let's build you. Okay, well we're going to need some cables to it anyway. Let's run you over into here. Nope, okay, there. And into there. So we're going to pay for that with cash. That's good. Right, let's take this off. Pay for cash now. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get our construction office up and running. And then our train, which delivers... Well, that sells the excess construction, can also drop them off here. So when that is finished, and construction office, let's just see how much cash we've got left. And then we are a go for placing... We're going to need some additional buildings here. Yeah, okay, you're up. But what everyone else is also going to do is we're going to drop here. And you're going to unload everything. We don't want you to load, we just want you to unload. You can do steel, prefab panels, bricks. Don't think we need wood, so boards... we don't have mechanical components or plastics being delivered here yet. Cement we're not going to get either. So we will be short on a few materials over here, but at least we're going to be able to start getting some things set up. Now I'm wondering, thinking in my mind, is we have got the option to add additional bitumen so we can get other things set up over here. But at least we will be able to start on things, which is kind of what we're looking for. So that is the construction office, yeah. Awesome. So how is our gravel storage doing? Okay, you are filling up quite nicely. Hopefully, you've got 65 tons in you, so I think that isn't more than we usually have, but it's heading in the right direction. So we're missing quarried stone. So we're chewing through the quarried stone a lot quicker. I haven't seen if a vehicle's come through. So that is quite good. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it. I mean, I guess the vehicles are bringing in more in, so that should help us there. So once a construction office is set up, so what else do we need to get into here? So we can put steel, so we can get all this delivered, yep. And you need to go here. Okay, then we need concrete, asphalt, gravel, and we're going to need workers. Workers can be from... No, we're not going to do that one. Workers can be from over here. There we go, that would be fine. So we need gravel, we've got there. We don't need coal for a moment, no. Electrical, mechanical components. What we could do, we don't have a warehouse for them anywhere over here, do we? What I was thinking then is we could set up a warehouse somewhere for them. That would be fine. But we would have to be a standalone warehouse. I don't think that makes sense for us. Unless we could. Really what I want to be doing is I want to use this to start getting our roads constructed. Now I don't think tunnels need mechanical components, do they? Have a look. No, they don't. Okay, so it's just going to be asphalt and concrete we're going to need to get in. That is pretty doable over here. So let's just speed up when we go into night time. So to get that, we've got the ability here. We can have additional storage fuel, or could store bitumen over here, and then that would allow us to get an asphalt plant set up. That is gravel and bitumen to get set up. So we're going to need workers for this, but this isn't too far away from town to do that. And we could have an intake. Okay. So we would need to be able to take... We can't fit it on this side of the world. Could we fit you in over here? We probably could. Oh, we can. Okay, well that would work. And then once our distribution centre is built, or partially built, we could use that. And so we can plan this out. Right, so let's plan this properly. Where are you? Oil... We want a liquid store? We can't squeeze you in over here. Okay, that's unfortunate. We can further down here. So maybe we don't then. Wait, we can get power here. We are getting quite close to the residential area there, so I want to use this output. Can we connect it to the same pipes? There's no reason why we couldn't do a full plan. Autosave. And what else we got in here? No, so you're probably going to be on here into pipes. Is that right? Yeah, so we can go 1 in, 3 out. Okay. So that could definitely work. You're going to get power. But let's plan this a little bit and a free excavator for construction. Must be a green patch for you somewhere. Could even pull you back a little bit. Yep. We don't have enough. Okay, we're going to have to turn the excavation on. Let's get you in. Get that done. Let's not build you. Let's place you here. That's an output. I don't want outputs. There we go. Okay, well, we've just put that the wrong way around. After all that, there we go. Let's put this the right way around, and we want you like so. And that'll be fine. So we can sit you in there. That's good. So we now got our outputs, so we can run one into you. We're going to need another tank, which we can set up here, and that's going to give us a input to it, which is going to be perfect. And we've got power. Okay, need to flatten again. There's a lumpy area. We're doing okay for cash. It is on the increase at the moment, so we'll get that set up. That's you ready to go. Then we're going to want our bitumen plant, and we are going to buy vehicles for our construction office. It will take a little while to get this set up. So can we can if we put you a little, like I just bought that. I didn't mean to buy that. Okay, not a problem. If we can squeeze you in, hang on. I'm just worried a train's going to come, and we want to make sure that you store bitumen, and that'll be lovely. And then when our distribution centre is set up, we will have to pay for some parts of things, but that's fine. What are we building? Oh yeah, asphalt plant, and we want to continue getting this flattened, lovely. And then we'll either pay for it ourselves when we are in a position to. I just made a nice... There you go. Cool. So that's you ready to go. And then our distribution will deliver gravel to you. I know we're going to be using more gravel, but at least what we can do once we're in a position, we'll be able to make a start. Excuse me. if this tunnel is close enough, we'll be able to make a start on the tunnel. I suspect it's not, but that is fine. So, going to need some vehicles. I can see our cash dropping quite rapidly. And what I do want to do, we need to get our train. What train are you? So it's not you. It's not you. So it must be you then. Okay, cool. So what we need to do here is, before you go to the customs house, this one here, is we want you to come there and unload. And it is going to slow this process down slightly, which means we'll probably get less steel, or we'll get more steel, less of it, is what I'm hoping there. So hopefully that will be a positive. We're going to have to populate everything here. Well, our construction office. So we're going to build the distribution centre ourselves. That will be fine. And then electrical components, concrete and things. I know you can move it on trains, but I don't. Cement you can move on trains at least. Concrete, we'll cross that bridge when we need it. I mean, we could have a concrete factory over here, but we've got one already. Or yeah, we can move cement, but not concrete. Okay, but something to consider adding to the train, which definitely help us. How's the storage going here? You're up to 49 tons. I think we've had a train just come through. You're up to 62. Who are you? You're not taking that one. Okay, plenty of iron. You're not selling anything anymore. You've got steel on you. This train does need repurposing at some stage, but we'll leave as it is. Now let's head back over and see if we've managed to actually get anything started or any progress made over with gravel. Hopefully we have. That's what I'm kind of hoping here. We need to, even if we like these bridges around here, they're going to take a little while. This distribution centre, once we get that up, we're going to use that initially to bring food in. Yeah, because we can take this road, food into our warehouse. We've still not got much gravel here. Let's have a look at the two trains in it. I was hoping we were going to improve that. How are you doing? So you've got a bit of gravel and coal on you. I wonder if it's slowing down slightly. You've got 125 tons. Okay, I think that is slightly better. We shall see with time, but hopefully we are going to be a bit more frequent. Something that is happening is, we'll probably see it now, is, and we need a solution to this. We don't have any cash at the moment. I think it's going to be quite a simple solution, is we need to make this point here terminus. So all the trains are waiting for you to unload oil. Okay. These are full. We could actually, for the short term, not wait until loaded. Load oil here. Wait until unloaded. What? Here. Don't wait until unloaded. Yeah, okay. We're going to change that. I will have to keep an eye on it. That's just going to speed this process up. So I think what will happen there is, as soon as we fill these, he'll just tootle off and do his thing. It does mean it hasn't got any bitumen in it for a moment, but it's going to increase the frequency of our gravel trains. And when we've got a bit more cash, we're going to have to rework this section. I think we're going to leave this as a terminus. We do want to run some fuel over to... Are we going to do it by train? I don't think we need to. I want to try and force vehicles to use the highway system, because I'm not even if they don't want to do that themselves. How are you doing over here? Okay, this bridge is coming on really quick. That's good. That's good. So this, we may have this section completed quite early, and then we can take them down to get over to our, I guess, our distribution centre, which is going to be at this junction here. By that, we're probably just going to have a few distribution offices, maybe a bridge over here in the future, which will lead to more industry. And I'm going to try and force those construction officers to get on with this construction. We don't have to worry about that bridge quite yet. That is a long-term project. These two need to be a bit earlier. So how are things going in our city to be? So how are you doing? So you're doing, we're just waiting on steel boards, concrete. Yeah, so this is all gravel-related materials that we're waiting for here. So I think we're going to have to let the workers... You've gone down. Oh. We're definitely going to have to let this happen. How about our escapees? So last month, 110. So where are we in the year? So July. So it's past the halfway mark. Last year there was quite a lot. This year, looking like we're slightly on the decline of. No, are we? We're probably not. We're lacking jobs for them, I think. Which is what we're kind of hoping to generate, especially with the construction. Which I was hoping we could use this roundabout for here. Roundabout? It's a train station. So we'll need to keep an eye on this. So it's saying they're doing a lot better with food, but because we've got no money at the moment, we're not really able to buy them any food. But we need to get some distribution of food to here. So I'm thinking what we can do for the short term is this one here. If we take a field off it, I think this will be a good idea. So if we come down here, you see we've got lots of fields. If we take that field off, and we then can add, right, yeah, manage tasks. We then can add on it. We go back to the city. It is quite a trek from. We can then add the supermarket on, and we want you to unload everything. So hopefully, what we should see now is it deploy a load of vehicles to go and do that, which is shit is doing, which is brilliant, cool. And mainly meat for the moment, and that hopefully will just reduce some of our costs. And I wonder, what are you not going to our supermarkets here? What is that? It is set up. Food factory, small shopping centre, unload, storage percentage. Maybe we need to just increase these slightly. If we put them up at 80, we need to keep food in our shopping centres. This might be related to everything here, actually. And it does mean they're going to be busy, but at least we're going to be able to reduce some of our costs. We'll have a little look in a second and see how our export and importing are going, and if this is potentially related to that. Same with you. 70%. Okay, right, now let's have a little look here. Economy. We are importing a lot of resources. Clothes, loads, electronics, yeah. Steel. Why are we importing steel? Oh, because we've been building some things. Okay, food is reasonably high, but not too bad. So clothes, we definitely need to get to as quick as we can, which is all related to why we're constructing over here, is we need that technology college. So I think what we are definitely going to try and do is get that technology college up and running, or university as it is. How are you doing? Have you got a friend? Construction has stopped. Construction is not assigned to a construction office. That does keep happening. Not sure why. Have a bit of this. There we go. Cool. Get to work, people. Sources without bricks. Okay, let's just have a look at the. Oh, that's you without bricks. Okay. So this is all related to the oil, so we need to get a solution to the oil, but I think that's going to have to be in the next episode. Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be in the... Got 40 tons of steel on you. Okay. Interesting. So that could be blocking us up as well. What have you got in you? So if we limit storage, yeah, that's the mistake we've made there. Okay, so we didn't limit the storage. So that will sort itself out in time. We should go over actually and do that in the other one, but I'll do that in between episodes. So hopefully we're going to see a bit more progress. I'm going to let it run again, maybe just a couple of months, see what's going on, and then I'll bring you back, and we've got a few more solutions to get on with, and then we're definitely going to do a bit more work on the city. We didn't really get to that today. We've mainly been sort of, I guess, we've been firefighting, solving solutions, keeping the supply chain running. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, take care. Ciao.